Hey everybody, this is OD Trey, and we're back with another WoW video. And in today's WoW video, I just wanted to talk about how I'm doing in the new expansion and overall just how things are going. First thing I want to say is that the expansion went off without a hitch for me. I really didn't run into any troubles. Expansion day woes and all that stuff really wasn't a problem. I was able to get in and play. Loading screen into Orgrimmar was just a little bit longer than normal, but other than that, like the thing spawned, there was a little bit of lag, but that was it. And it went away as people started to spread out, and yeah, it was a really good experience. I think Blizzard did a pretty good job on the expansion launch. So good on them. You'll notice that I am not playing a druid, or a paladin, or a hunter. I'm playing the DK that I said that I was leveling with my wife. This is the first character I took to 60. I haven't started on working on a second character yet. I'm still doing a bunch of stuff on this character and having a good time on him. So I'll wait to jump onto my next character until you know I've kind of gotten everything settled in with this one. I'm playing a Blood DK. I'm tanking for my friends and family. Having a pretty good time with it. Overall, for the Covenants and how their abilities worked out for me, I really enjoyed Kyrian. I didn't like the fact that I felt like when I pressed that button, I had to be ready to spam Heart Strike. So you pretty much had to have a bunch of ruins available and Heart Strike spam if you wanted to spread that dot. If you're doing single target, then it requires no work. But if you wanted to do some good cleave, then you would want to, Heart Strike spam to get that thing spreading all over the place. Overall, it was a pretty cool skill. It did a ton of damage, and so that was really cool. The one I ended up settling on was Swarming Mist from Venthyr. Well, that's a quest I have, but that's not what I want to do. I want to do that. This button doesn't require you to change how you play. It's just an improvement on how you play on a minute cooldown. So that's why I'm a really big fan of it. Like, I didn't have to, like, okay, for example, Night Fae. Night Fae requires you to completely change how you play to work around um, the Night Fae ability, and it feels bad most of the time. It really does. I can't. The fact that like Death's Due does the same damage as as Death and Decay. It does the exact same damage. It doesn't even gain a base increase in damage. It's 100% the same, except for when you heart strike enemies that are inside of it, you deal or you make them deal less damage to you, and you gain some strength. That's pretty much it. Whereas this one that I'm about to use right now, I use the gem, or I use the thing. It's going. Like I don't know. I don't have to do anything else now. It's just gonna sit here and it's gonna do its job, and I'm gonna have a good time. So yeah, that's why I like this one. But anyway, so Death's Due requires you to spam heart strikes while it's active. It doesn't gain any benefit from just having the ability. Uh, like sometimes when I'm gonna go press Death's Due, by the time I'm done, on single target, I've gotten 2% because I had to do Marrow Rends, or I had to do Blood Boils, or I was doing something that wasn't Death Strike, or I'm sorry, Heart Strike, and it felt really bad. So I didn't like that. I just felt like that was a pretty bad feeling, and so I ended up not going them. Now I really I wanted that Soul Shape. I had a lot of fun with Soul Shape, but needless to say, I've had a lot of fun with Death's Door as well. Death's Door is a really cool ability, but it's not for like moving around like the whole Soul Shape is. Death's Door has another thing that it does really well, like for like for when I'm doing my mining and stuff. Here, let me see if I can show you a good example of it right now, okay? Check this out. Like, that's something awesome. Now, Soul Shape would not allow me to do what I just did there, right? That's just cool, and that's why I have to give this spell some props. Yes, it has a cast time and whatnot, but that is really awesome, like what I just did right there. So, I'm really happy with it. Now, again, I didn't gain any real mobility in the sense of getting around and doing stuff. But what I did gain was a nice, you know, utility thing, like getting me to a place that I want to go, which is really cool. I liked it. What was the other one? The other one that I was thinking about maybe doing was another one I wasn't expecting to. Just to be clear, Venthyr was the last thing I expected to be. I did not think I would like Venthyr. However, Venthyr is the one I liked the most because it's 1 minute cooldown. You just press the button, it does exactly what you want it to do, and it's done. That's the end of the story. The other one that I was going to do was Necrolords. And Necrolords were pretty cool. However, the issue with Necrolords that I have, and it's not really an issue, is Necrolords have a 2 minute cooldown on their ability, which syncs up with your Dancing Rune weapon. So you'd pretty much do your Dancing Rune weapon into like your Necrolord ability at the same time, right? You'd cast them both, and you would just have them macroed together, and that's the end of the story. And it just acts like another Gorfine's Grasp, pretty much, that does damage. But that wasn't that entertaining or that interesting to me. So I just, it didn't really provide me a new defensive layer, right? What it does do is it gives you some bone shields while it's up, but the bone shields while it's up, again, is not that important because it's not a new layer of defense. It's just building on a layer I already had. So, like, if I need, like, to stop taking damage, like right now, let's say I was getting really low, I can pop this mist, do a ton of damage, and I gain 13% dodge because I have a rune into it. And you'll notice that it also does a significant amount of damage. It was my #1 damage in that thing. Yes, it's AoE, but, you know, that's exactly what it's for, right? So yeah, that's another reason why I'm a big fan of this mist. It's always ready to go, and it has another layer of defense. And is there anyone I didn't talk about? No, I talked about them all, right? I talked about Kyrian, I talked about Venthyr, I talked about Necrolords, excuse me, and I talked about Night Fae. Yeah. So overall, this is what I ended up sticking with, and I'm, pretty happy with it. Oh, 148 gloves? Why have I not gone to get those yet? So one issue I do have with moving around this zone, the Revendreth, is that it's very vertical of a zone. You can't just like walk in the direction of the place you want to go, which is why I'm gonna go jump on a flight path instead of trying to walk there, hoping that it's like I can I have the flight path over there, which would be really nice. But yeah, this is it's a very vertical zone. This whole center here is a giant city, and it's very high up in the sky. Like, yeah, right now, I think the flight path, I don't know where the flight path is. Alright. So I do this, my thing gets high, my runic power gets high, I'm able to spam out my stuff. So I used Bone Shield as well. I really love Bone Storm. I love Bone Storm with Swarming Mist. They both work so well together. Swarming Mist feeds into Bone Storm and then continues to feed out of Bone Storm. So after you've cast the Bone Storm, you don't feel like you're kind of in a, like, a dead zone now where you couldn't heal yourself with death strikes if you needed to. You can still do it, which is what I like about it. Man, how many of these guys are going to keep spawning right here? I've just gotten my renown. How's my haste? Oh, I'm about to get my haste stack right here. So I've got the buff and the thrill.
I need a target.
I guess. Yeah. I don't think I do anything with this person just yet. So I have got to go try Torghast. I had a really good time with that. I still think I need to do more with Torghast. I don't think I've finished my stuff for the week. Where is this flight path? It's supposed to be right here. I think it's down, which is the issue I'm having, is getting down to it. This is what I mean by the verticality. It feels like you need either a goblin glider or levitate or some slow fall or something to help you change elevation in this zone. Another good thing about this zone, just another random note that I have here, is that mining here is amazing. Like, the mining has been awesome. Like, I can just be moving around, and sometimes every 5 feet I've got a new mine. So that's really cool. I gotta keep this. I'm storing up some stuff for my wife's character. She's getting all my tailoring and all of my my BOEs so she can go tailoring enchanting and hopefully get some good stuff there. Yeah, I know I have a bucket ton of quests there and they're all wanted quests, but I'll get to that stuff at some point. Right now I'm trying to stay focused because it's really easy to get off track with the number of things that you can do. These carriages are funny. You can ride in the carriages, and they'll ride you around the cities and whatnot. And it's a pretty good way to just move around. Alright, let's go check this out. 148 gloves.
The menagerie in unprecedented numbers. We cannot afford to let their anima go to waste. You must act quickly before they get drawn into the maw.
Nope, they're not gonna let me do it. Alright. So I'm gonna press that. I'm gonna get my bone storm going, and so as you can see, I got really low on health there, but now I'm 100% healthy. That is why I like the swarming mists. Is the speed at which I can heal up from something bad is great. And not only am I healing up, but I got that dodge there too. So that's also really helpful. Is there a boss over here I need to take care of? I need to get 6 lost souls and 15 manifestations. Okay. And the fact that I get to do that thing that I just did every minute, look, it's back up right now. My Bone Storm, it's back up right now. So I can get into a really bad place, and I will be able to recover from that bad place pretty easily. Let's see if these guys are going to slam down on me. No, just going to fly over? Okay. I hate fighting two guys at once. It's a literal waste of my time. It's better for me to pull extra. So there we go. I'm going to wait for my runic power to get up a little, and now I can just spam whatever makes sense to spam without having to think about getting more runic power to have my death strikes and whatnot. It's just a really good spell. And I can kill groups faster than I can kill a single target. It takes me forever to finish guys off. But to kill whole groups of them, oh, we get a silver elite here. Let's get those interrupts. But yeah, hopefully you guys are enjoying watching just me do this while I chat. I know it's not a one consistent thought, but it's just me trying to talk about what I've been doing so far. And I have enjoyed the story. Story is actually pretty solid, which is surprising to say for Blizzard, because I normally, when I think about Blizzard games, I don't think about I want them for their big stories. I just normally want them for their gameplay, and they normally have a pretty solid gameplay thing going for them. But so now I'm about to do my whole fun thing again. There we go. I got my mists up. I got my bone storm up, and it's just a really nice spell. I really do like. I did not think I would enjoy it at all. This is now. I don't really like the aesthetics of the vampires or anything like that. I think they look kind of goofy doing the whole old school Dracula stuff. But in general, their functionality is pretty nice. I like the haste, this thrill seeker, giving me the nice little haste buff for a few seconds. There we go. I have a soul for you. Take those souls. Okay, so that's what I have to do. I have to just turn the souls into him. And these are manifestations.
I need to get closer.
Try and tag some stuff since there seem to be a few people here. Stun that. And finish off these souls. I just need one more, right? Yeah. Then I'll just turn in the souls, and then I'll just run in this circle with everyone else and finish off these manifestations. Alright. Well, I think I'm going to go spend some time streaming. If you guys want to stop by the stream, please do so. I always appreciate having people watch. Other than that, if you guys like the content, you want to see more like it, remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys later. Have a great day.